Alright everyone, so I'm recording this part of the video the day after I've just recorded the full day of eating, which you will be watching shortly. However, I needed to make this part of the video just to put in a little disclaimer in there. So basically, things took a bit of a turn in the video that I didn't expect, and essentially I just needed to tell you guys that. So basically what you're about to see is a full day of eating on a bulk, on a student budget, and essentially I'm going to teach you bulking tips and student saving tips throughout this video that are going to hopefully help you out. However, about mid-afternoon, me and my friends decided that we were going to get some snacks for the evening and watch a film. So the calories from the meals are quite low for a bulk, but then you'll see that the calories from the snacks that I end up eating are quite high, and that's kind of skewed the macros a little bit. So you'll probably look at the macros and think, well, that's not exactly healthy. However, I wanted to turn this video around a little bit. So instead of it being a standard, this is what I eat in a day on a bulk, I'm essentially going to show you guys how you can stick to somewhat of a smaller deficit while still being able to enjoy snacks in the evening when you want to have them with your friends. So essentially I wouldn't call it like a binge that I had, however I did have quite a lot of calories coming from snacks, but as soon as I realised that that was going to happen in the evening, I kind of changed my diet around a little bit during the day so that I would eat less calories from the foods that I would eat normally, and essentially that meant I could sort of fit in those extra calories from the snacks. So with that being said, I'm going to get straight into the video. I don't want to talk for too long, so let's roll the intro. Alright everyone, how's it going? It's Freeman Fitness and I'm back again with another video. So as you can probably tell, I've just woke up, so I don't look my best, I apologise, but I'm currently sipping on a coffee right now. As I do every morning, I like to wake myself up with a coffee and a big old bottle of water. Make sure I get in my fluids for the day. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you a full day of eating. I know I've put a few out already, but I always seem to do well with these videos, so I wanted to make another one. But this time I wanted it to be a little bit different. So it's going to be a full day of eating on a bulk, and it's also going to be on a student budget. So essentially with each meal, I'm going to try and give you at least one tip as to how you can save money. As a student personally, I'm always trying to find ways that I can save money and make my shop a little bit cheaper each week. So hopefully with these tips that I give you today, you'll be able to go away and make your shop a little bit cheaper if you're a student. So if you're excited to see what these tips are and what I eat in a day, make sure that you leave a like. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already and you want to see more of these full day of eating videos. And currently this many people right here are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are one of those people, make sure that you subscribe today. And let's get straight into the video, people, with meal one.
Waking up, feeling the taste of our fight last night. Breaking up, making a mess of an old goodbye. And now that you're gone, I'm thinking about.
Okay everyone, so here is meal one. Nice bacon and egg sandwich. Quite a classic for me for breakfast. And I'll put the calories and macros on the screen right there. So for this meal, I wanted to give you a few tips actually, just on money saving techniques and also ways that you can help to get in your calories on a bulk. So first money saving tip comes for the bacon, and you'll often find that when you go to buy bacon, there's always a deal on. So for example, the packs of 10 normally come as like a 2 for £3 or something like that, where you can save where you buy 2 packs. And then you also get the packs of 20 where you can buy like a 3 for 10. Personally, I'd recommend getting the 2 for £3 deal with the packs of 10, simply because they have quite a good expiry date. So normally you can keep the other pack of bacon for like a week or so and it'll still be fine. So essentially always go for like the 2 packs rather than the 1, because you'll end up saving yourself money in the long run. The next tip's for the bread. Now I probably didn't use the cheapest of breads because I saw that there was like a tiger loaf and I've not had it before, so I decided that I'd give it a try from Warburton's. But typically I'd recommend getting the own brand of the bread, because usually you can find the own brand of bread for about 50 pence from stores, whereas if you get the classic Warburton loaf or the Hovis loaf or something like that, you'll end up spending £1. So you're literally saving like half if you buy the own brand. In terms of bulking tips, I would say to utilise your fats. So as you can see, I cooked in olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil is about 120 calories, and literally you don't even know that it's there. So yeah, I'd always recommend cooking in olive oil because that gets you extra calories. And if you're having bread, I'd recommend spreading butter on it, but get like the full fat butter, don't get the light. So I'm gonna eat this meal now, and then I'm gonna come back to you when we have the meal.
Time.
meal 2, we have ourselves beans and sausage on toast with some cheese. I'm gonna put the calories and macros on the screen for you now, and I'm gonna give you a tip for money saving and a tip for bulking with this meal. So, tip for money saving, beans and sausages in a can, you can get like 3 for £3 from shops, I think. That's the deal where I got them from anyway. It basically makes for a really cheap lunch. I feel like some canned foods, obviously if you think about hot dogs and stuff like that, it's not very healthy, but in terms of like beans and sausages, it actually is. And adding a bit of cheese to that as well, it's just going to give you those extra calories. Essentially that is my bulking tip as well. Having cheese on meals is really good for getting in extra calories, and you pretty much don't notice it's on there. It's essentially like the same thing as when you put olive oil on your bacon sandwich. It's just there. And again, it's those empty calories that I talked about earlier. Also, bonus tip for bulking as well, make sure that you're never hungry. As soon as you feel like you're hungry, it's probably time to eat again, because if you're bulking and you're getting in more calories than you need, you shouldn't be feeling hungry. So if you do start to feel hungry, that's a cue that you probably need another meal. So, gonna get this eaten now, then I'm off to the gym for a back day, hence why I'm wearing a tank top. Don't normally wear this, but when I train back and biceps, I like to be able to see the muscles working, so that's the reason why I've got this top on right now. And when I get back, I'm gonna have a post-workout meal, which I'll show you when I have it. Alright everyone, so we've got meal 3 here, got 2 fajitas. Put the calories and macros on the screen for you now, right there. Alright, and the tip that I wanted to give you all for this meal is that if you're gonna buy something like fajitas or enchiladas or something like that, something where you can get a box for it, it's easier to buy the ingredients separate and it'll make it cheaper as well. So for example, we bought the wraps and the mix separate rather than buying it as a box, and that made it cheaper. All right, and another bulking tip I've got for you is to simply buy the full fat products. So for example, with butter, you could either buy a light version or you could buy a full fat. Same thing with cheese. Try and go for the full fat one, because then it's going to give you more calories for the same amount of cheese. That's essentially because fats are more calories than carbs and proteins. So per gram of carb and protein, you're going to get 4 calories from that, whereas per gram of fat, you're going to get 9. So that's the end of the meals for today, and I'm also going to show you what I'm going to have as a snack as well, just to make up the calories. But I'll end this bit here.
It's alright. Hush.
Alright everyone, I'm just going to let you look at this for a minute and wonder why on earth has he got so many snacks. Basically, me and the boys are about to watch a film and we're going to have some snacks. That's pretty much what's going on right now. So sort of as one final bulking tip slash piece of bulking advice that I want to give you is basically not to worry too much about the types of calories you get in all of the time. So most of the time, of course, you want to be eating healthy foods, but when you are doing a bulk, you need to enjoy yourself a little bit as well. If you are the typical bodybuilder who will bulk for a period of time and then cut for a period of time to reveal your muscle, you'll know that cuts are hard. You can't have any bad food really, or otherwise it's going to essentially mess up your cut. So you need to use these times where you are bulking to just enjoy yourself a little bit more. At the end of the day, fitness is more of a lifestyle choice than it is a task. As soon as you start making it a task and making things really difficult to the point where you're not eating the foods that you enjoy ever, that's a recipe for failure. So I am going to be eating Maltesers, Doritos, so on, and I'm going to add the calories on, and I'm going to hold myself accountable for what I eat. But I'm not going to feel bad about it, because when I am bulking, I like to take that time to eat the foods that I enjoy, as well as simply eating the foods that I need to survive. So with that, I'm going to end the video. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure that you leave the video a like, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Thank you very much for watching.
It's alright. Hush.